What's up everybody, Neil Springs here. So in this video we're going to be doing some D4 Fear AE farming with the Bard Wizard Enchanter build. And we're simply going to be DDDing everything down. This build is straight from Coffee's playbook. So Coffee is a Twitch streamer, and I am essentially doing his build that I've seen. And we're pretty much going to be jumping into D4 solo instance and then rounding up as many monsters as possible under the 30 limit. Obviously, we'll probably do it around 15 or so because I don't have as much mana as he does. But essentially, we're going to round it up, mez it, and then start DDDing it down because we can hit around 9k nukes with the Denons. So here we go. Here is my equipment. I rook a shield. I'm not going to be meleeing. All I care about is AC and high mana and just enough HP to survive the initial crunch. Then we're going into robes, everything intelligence, which all of it is around +4 to +5 to +6. I do have some +9s. And we have a few different type of runes. We have the rune on the blade stopper. We have the rune on the ring. And then we also have rune set up here. And the pet does heal us, which is nice. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look. All right, here we go. So we're off the bat. We're going to get some aggro. So let's go ahead and just try to round up these initial few monsters here around the zone in. Oh, we got some warriors. All right, awesome. So here's just a very small light pool. Let's go ahead and mez it up. We'll wait for the stragglers to come in. There's that toad. And now we can start DDing, and I could probably switch to in power mode. Throw on a shield. We are in invasive mode, so that's the goal, is to kill it fast enough before evasive gets dropped. The other thing we want to do is we want to work our way up into the temple because the temple does have some juicy BPs. Now it looks like my pet did get some aggro somewhere for scaling, which that sucks. That's we need to make sure to do a pet hold on that next time. But I'm not sure where it went. So let's see if we could drop. Looks like we did drop the aggro. And that's pretty much it. So our next goal now is to start clearing a little bit bigger and then working our way into the temples. So let's go ahead and work our way into the temple so you can kind of see what that does look like. But in the meantime, let's wait for our mana. All right, our mana looks pretty good. It's at 90%. We'll likely get 100 by the time we get the pull all set up and everything. But let's go ahead, run this way. Looks like there was a shiver back there. Okay, it's aggro. That's awesome. We'll go this way. We'll clear this out. The room, the Fiend's room will aggro us, which that's awesome. There's a script or a decrepit warrior. The other thing I have is the Staff of Temporal Flux, which is really nice. It's an instant click. Whenever I tab something and I can simply hit 1, it's going to add this little lower resistant thing on there, but that's just essentially just to pull the monsters together. So here we go. We got another small little wave. Let's go ahead and just mez it up. We'll add in our ruin. We'll let the last guy come in. There we go. And we're messing this up because DDD hits 5 targets, and we want to kind of hit 5 targets, keep the others mezzed while we start killing everything down. And it looks like we didn't have enough mana to finish this. It looks like there were some stragglers on the pets or something happened. And now there's a cleric that's just healing stuff. So that's annoying. We didn't get a crit on that. From here, we'll likely die, rebuff, and then come back. So let's go ahead and do that so we don't waste any time. And now all we'll do is we'll simply get our improved familiar back up, get some clarity back up, get our pet back up. And then the other thing we want to do is make sure we have levitate up, which we'll likely lose with a spider hit, but we'd like to have levitate. And now we can go ahead and recover our mana again and then continue on the next pull. All right, we're looking good again. 80% mana. Let's go ahead and run our way back up there. We'll gather the rest of the things that we missed. Make sure we're in empower mode. Hopefully we can kill those clerics next time. Let's start messing it up. All right. Looks like we got everything. We do have a fiend over there that the pet is working on. Let's make sure we kill this fiend. It looks like it's a cleric. And it looks like we just missed Shiverback, but that's not a problem. We're going to be working our way into the temple because the temple is the sweet spot for all the robes and the PPs. So let's go ahead and ignore the Shiverback. That's probably a berserker item. Let's go up the lava and then here we go. So here we'll wait for our mana to come back and then we'll repeat the same process. So it looks like we got enough mana. We'll go back into empower mode here and now we'll just simply go in and then we'll use our little clicky and then all these monsters will start coming. We'll probably get harm touched quite a bit. Let's go ahead and mez everything, mez all the pets, mez everything coming in. There we go. There's nothing aggro in, so now we can go ahead and start DDing it. And we'll throw in a ruin. Looks like most of the pets are gone. There we go. Looks like I got stunned. Hopefully the pet starts throwing some heals my way. We'll add a ruin. We'll finish them all. Just one left, and we'll single target it. Here we go. So it looks like we got some motes. That's awesome. A necromancer robe, an enchanter robe, and a warrior BP. All right. And I think that cleared everything in this little area. So next up is we'll swing by over here. We'll drop down at this point and we'll pull this entire thing next. All right, here we go. Full HP, full mana. Let's go ahead. Just throw in a ruin because our ruins are on cooldown. And this might toast us, but let's take a look. So let's try to get some social aggro going. And here they come. Looks like we only got a few of them this time. Let's see if we can grab more. There they come. All right, so that looks all pretty much controlled. Let's go ahead and see if we have the mana to actually kill them all. Nice. Looks like we got 2 BPs, 1 robe. That's pretty good. And I don't have the mana to kill the last thing. Let's see if we can get the mana in recovery mode. We got a bard BP and a rogue and a wizard robe. Very nice. And a shield of lava clicky. And a mage robe, which we don't really care too much about. Awesome. Looks like we did miss a few things, so we can probably pull the 2 photoplasms at the top and the rest of it in here. But the other thing we could probably go through is start just pulling all these monsters and then working our way into the middle and doing the exact same thing. And if we die, we just respawn. We made sure we cleared our zone in. We'll rebuff with the same thing. The clarity, the ruin, the summon pet, maybe an HP buffer. And then we'll start working our way through it, and then we'll reset the zone and continue the farm. So that's pretty much it for the Bard DDD D4 AE farm. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. See you next time.